Hi everyone, welcome to a travel slash reading vlog. Right now I'm in the beautiful country of Thailand. And even though the space in my luggage is limited and there's also a weight limit, I still stubbornly brought a book with me because it's a necessity. And also, I just couldn't stand a whole week of not reading. So the book that I brought with me is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. So in this vlog, you're probably just gonna see some video clips of my travels, and throughout my travel I'm also going to be reading King of Scars and I'll be giving you updates. So far I am 159 pages in and I'm really liking it, but this is like another series in Leigh Bardugo's Grishaverse, and I recommend that you read the previous two series, which is the Shadow and Bone trilogy and also the Six of Crows duology, first before you read King of Scars, because there will be some characters from the previous series that appear here, and you'll also have a better background of the entire world and the magic system and everything. So I would recommend that you read it first, but this book mainly follows Nikolai Lantsov, which is a very cunning, charming, brilliant character, but he is facing some demons of his own while trying to save the country of Ravka from falling, because they have just been through a huge civil war that weakened the country. So Nikolai, as the king of Ravka, is trying his best to save the country from drowning. So far, I'm really liking the interaction between Nikolai and Zoya Nazyalensky. Okay, I always find it hard to say her name, but Zoya Nazyalensky, I think. I love her last name, it's so cool. And yeah, I feel like their interaction is just so angsty. Like, they're trying so hard not to be romantic, but they are. And I kind of ship them, but I don't know yet. Hi. Since it's raining really hard outside and I can't go anywhere, so I feel like I might as well just give you some updates of King of Scars. I'll try not to spoil anything from this book, but just a disclaimer, there probably will be spoilers for the Shadow and Bone as well as the Six of Crows series, because it's quite hard to talk about this book without mentioning the previous two series. I'm already halfway and I really like it, but this book is quite different from Bardugo's other series because I feel like her other series have a clearer plot line, like you sort of know where the story is going. For example, in Six of Crows, you know that the goal of the protagonist is to do a heist and try to save this prisoner from an ice palace. So that's like the goal and you know where the story is going. But in this book, I really don't know where the story is heading, and even though I'm halfway, I don't even know, like this book doesn't even have a clear enemy, like the Darkling. Like in this book, the enemy could be like the neighboring countries, or it could even be Nikolai himself. And I say this because in the Shadow and Bone series, Nikolai got infected by a demon unleashed by the Darkling, and when the Darkling was defeated, the demon supposedly vanished alongside with the Darkling. But in this book, that mysterious demon is sort of resurfaced, and the demon would take control of Nikolai and like unexpectedly, and he would lose his own consciousness. So in this book, Nikolai is trying to find a way to purge that demon, and at the same time working on various projects to strengthen Ravka and save this country from falling apart. So a lot of things are going on in this book, and also this story follows two different main storylines. One is Nikolai and Zoya's storyline, where they try to find the cure, if you can put it that way, for the demon, and also working on various projects. And the second storyline is with Nina Zenik. Nina is also from the Six of Crows series, and she has her own agenda in the north, in Firda, and she's mainly trying to save the persecuted Grisha and smuggle them to safety. And so a lot of things are going on in this book, and I think when reading a book, it's quite fun actually to not know where you're going. So I'll be reading a little bit more, and I'll update you when I get some more reading done. So see ya. I finished King of Scars, and it was a phenomenal book. I gave it 4 stars, and I just want to go over some of the things that I liked and disliked about this book. So again, there will not be spoilers for this particular book, but there will be spoilers for the previous 2 series. There might be, so just a disclaimer, and let's just get into it. So the things I liked about this book, first of all, is the angst. I mentioned it a little bit earlier on that romance is not like a big thing in this book, but there are like steam here and there that really spiced up the book. And the other thing is I really enjoyed the new characters that are introduced in this book, particularly this royal guard named Isaac. He is the royal guard in the Ravkan palace, and he's a very timid person, but he's also very loyal to the king. And in this book you actually get his perspective, which I really enjoyed. So that's about all I can say without spoiling anything. So let's just get to the parts that I did not like as much, and these are the reasons why this book only got a 4 stars instead of a 5. And first of all is I did not like the ending. I found the ending to be kind of cliche. I think the ending was supposed to be shocking and kind of like a plot twist, but I just found it cliche and kind of underwhelmed by it. As well, in this book you get Nikolai and Zoya's backstory, which is great, but I also found Zoya's backstory to be kind of cliche. I felt like the author is trying really hard to give Zoya a tragic backstory, but overdoing it a little bit, like to the point that it wasn't as heartfelt and it didn't wreck me as much as I thought it would. So that was kind of a shame. But overall, this was still a really good book. I've read other people's reviews about this book, and I think some people thought this book is quite slow, like the pacing is slow, and I agree that this book is slower than her previous series, but I didn't mind the pacing. Like, I enjoyed the slowness of it, and I never felt bored at any point in this book, and it just kept me hooked from beginning to end. And finally, this is something that I neither liked nor disliked, but I just found it quite interesting, which is you get to explore the magic system or more particularly Grisha power in this book a lot more. So some of the things that you thought you knew about Grisha power is being challenged in this book, and I think it's quite cool to get to know more about the magic system, even though I feel like the magic system wasn't explored that thoroughly in this book. I'm pretty sure it will be explored more in the next book, which is Rule of Wolves, and I really look forward to it. So that's it for the vlog, and thanks for coming on this journey with me all the way to Thailand and also to Rapta, and hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I can't say too much without